Hello, welcome to your sofa workout. So you should have warmed up already. Lots of lower body today, so lots of lower body warm up. Butt kicks, high knees, anything at all. Just get everything mobilised and get that heart rate up. You can also warm up the top of the body, that's absolutely fine. But make sure we've got that lower body focus. This is your sofa, our studio style sofa. And what we're going to do is a couple of moves, and you can then repeat the set as much as you want as you progress. So we are going to start off in quite a challenging hip thrust move. So what we want to do is be sitting at the sofa, and then you just bring your bum up to a kind of hover from the bottom, and you're pushing your back into the sofa or a bed or anything at all. And you want to be just about the armpits, essentially. Pop your hands onto your tummy, and we're going to go for a thrust. So we breathe in here, breathe out, we come up and we squeeze. We breathe in on the way down, breathe out on the way up, and we squeeze. And I want you to make sure that you don't overarch and hurt your back here. So you're just going into a nice flat tabletop. So squeezing here, breathing in, breathing out, and squeeze. And we're going for 20. Breathing in, breathing out, and squeeze. In and out and squeeze. In and out and squeeze. Good. And out and squeeze. In and out and squeeze. So we're halfway through. Breathe in, breathe out, squeeze those glutes. In and out and squeeze. And we should be at least starting to feel those glutes fire up, if not already there. Breathe in, breathe out and squeeze. And all of our reps are going to be 20 in this set. If you need to rest, you can, but try to get to that 20. Breathe in, breathe out and squeeze. So you're going to take a little rest, and then we're going to go into single leg. So with the single leg, we're going to go 10 on one side, 10 on the other. We make up to 20. If you can't get to 10, that's fine. Just bring the leg down and continue the set, but try your hardest. So we go back into that position, push the back into the sofa or the bed, wherever you are, hands on the stomach, bring one foot up this time. We breathe in, come down, up and squeeze. Importantly here, don't let the hip drop of the side that's off the floor. Breathe in, breathe out and squeeze. So we're going for 10 on this side. If you can't go to 10, don't completely give up, just put the foot on the floor. We lower that lever and make it a little bit easier. So 4 more on this side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just take a wee rest, big deep breath, and we're going to do the same on the other side. So again, if the foot has to drop, that's okay, just keep maintaining that, keep going, but just with both feet on the floor. So we're going to do the same again. Breathe in, breathe out and up and squeeze. In and out and squeeze. In and out and squeeze. And out. Good, and don't let the hip drop of the side that's off the floor. You're halfway through. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to shift position a little bit. We're going to come down and we're going to do some hamstring bridges down here. So you want to make sure that the heels are just on the edge of the sofa and that the hips are underneath the knee. Before we do our hamstring bridges, actually, we're going to take knee to chest. So we're going to go into a bit of a bridge hold. So we're coming up here, raising the bottom up high, and then you're going to breathe in, breathe out, and bring the knee to the chest. Breathe in, breathe out. 10 on each side. In and out. In and out. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and on to the other side. Breathe in and breathe out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we'll bring the bum down. So from here, we will now do our hamstring bridges. So for your hamstring bridges, I want you to scoop up like an ice cream scoop. Take a big deep breath in here. As you breathe out, you point your pelvis towards you, and then you start to drive up with the hips and squeeze the bum here, which will help to activate the hamstrings. So come down and breathe in, breathe out, scoop up and squeeze. Breathe in, breathe out, scoop and squeeze. Breathe in, breathe out, scoop and squeeze. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, big squeeze at the top. And out, we should be feeling this in the hamstrings. And out, if you feel it more in the glutes, just play about with the position of your bum, or the distance of your bum to the sofa or the bed, whatever it is that you're using to rest your heels on. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, we'll get 6 more out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, so the next bit, much harder. Again, like before, we're going to take a foot off. So it's really going to be getting into here, into these hamstrings, really tough. You can hug these in if you're already feeling it. So, like before, we're going for 10 on each side, but if it's too much, just bring that foot down. So you're going to try to do that. If it's too much, go straight back in to just your standard hamstring bridges, and the more you try that, the easier it'll get. Okay, so a big deep breath in here, breathing out, coming up on one foot, going for 10, in and out, and again, just don't let that hip drop, and out, in and out. And it goes without saying, make sure that we're using something nice and sturdy to lean against, because if it's shaking all over the place and not very sturdy, it's not going to be very useful. Breathe in and out. And if your hamstrings can no longer take it, just try to continue the set with that foot down. Good. And we're going to go on to the other side in a wee second. Big deep breath in, breathing in, breathing out. In, out, and out, and out. And be very aware, be very careful of that hip dropping. We want to try to keep them nice and symmetrical. And out, in, and out, and out, in, and out. Good. Okay, so we're going to now go into a hamstring bridge and hold it. So you might be feeling quite sore by now. It's the aim of the game, I guess. We want to have lots of time under tension for this posterior chain. So we're going to go up and hold for a count of 20. So we're going to take a nice big deep breath in, breathe out, come up, We're going for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come down, take a wee breather. This is tough, it's a challenge. We'll be feeling it for sure. We're going to do that one more time. Big deep breath in. Breathing out. Up for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, that's me not being able to count anymore, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I just want you to hug your knees in, because that was quite a challenge. Bring the feet up into happy baby. If you can hold the sides of them, hold them. If you can't, you can hold on to your ankles or your calves. Nice big deep breaths here. Not the most graceful pose, but very, very good for us. Bring your feet up above you and hug your legs in this way if you can. Again, only go to your level. If that's too much for you, don't worry about it. Just bring them in as much as you can. We're going to use this box to go into quite a tricky wee position, or your sofa. So what we want to do is, while we are grasping onto both sides with our hands, bring a foot up and then you just sink your hips in like so, and you should feel a nice big stretch up the glutes. Hamstring should feel very nice. If you're a bit more flexible, you can hop it back and get a further stretch. Just be very careful if our mobility is not there yet. And the other side. So making sure we've got both hands pinned down, and then we're just sinking those hips in and really feeling that stretch. Nice big deep stretch. And then elbows onto the box, nice wee prayer stretch. Breathe in, breathe out and come down. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And we're just going to come up. We're going to hang over those legs. Take some nice big deep breaths here. And feel great about the rest of our day, because we have absolutely rocked it. Well done.